Hi, today I will bring everyone a movie. It's about a female college student. The first Soviet sniper. Honored to receive the highest title, Hero of the Soviet Union. On the battlefield, she kills 309 enemies, and retreats safely. The film, Battle for Sevastopol. 1942, is the most important year in World War II. During the International Youth Conference, is held at the American White House. Lady Eleanor Roosevelt welcomes the guests. The Soviet Union sends a team of heroes of the resistance to visit America, to urge America to quickly explore the European battlefield. A young soldier is killing 8 enemies. The sniper uses only 154 bullets to kill 152 enemies. A beautiful little girl in a military outfit. She attracts Eleanor's attention. This girl's name is Lyudmila Pavlichenko. As a sniper, when she says, the number of dead people with a resolute look. The whole hall is amazing. A total of 309 Nazis are killed. Eleanor is extremely curious about Mila's experience. So she discusses it with the Soviet delegation. Have Mila stay in the White House to listen to her story. The story begins before the Soviet-German War. At that time, Mila is still a good student, with good results. Thanks to the first-class record in history. She is admitted to Kiev University. But as a soldier, her father is not satisfied. When it comes to the park, Mila is first exposed to the shooting game. She shows her talent for shooting sky guns. Each person has 5 shots. Under the guidance of a trainer. She shoots 5 times to get 47 points. After entering college, the school also discovered Mila's shooting talent. Also gives her a 6-month sniper training course for newbies. But Mila doesn't forget her studies either. During a vacation at the beach, she knows a guy with glasses through her best friend. He's a doctor named Boris. The first time they meet up, he is struck by love with Mila. He invites her to the guest house. Although Boris's family is rich, but Mila doesn't like him. Just when the radio broadcasts the news, the German government suddenly launches an attack on the Soviet border. The anti-war Boris doesn't like joining the war. But Mila's point of view is different. She wants to join the army, to dedicate herself to helping the nation. Without a word, she leaves Boris. In 1941, Mila successfully joined the sniper training barracks. Strict training is hard again. They burn the entire item on the body of female soldiers. The battlefield is not divided between men and women. One is to kill the enemy, the other is to be killed by the enemy. The sect teaches them how to disguise themselves. Mila is always the most elite. The war doesn't give them much time. That September, Mila and the others have to go to the front lines. While building defensive fortifications, in the distance, there appear German tanks. The lieutenant tells them, there are 2 ways for a tank to stop. The first way is to use grenades at close range. The second way is to use a rifle to shoot down the observation tube. After 2 hits at the same location, the glass will break. In the 3rd shot, the driver is dead. Mila just inserts bullets into her barrel, the enemy troops attack. Hear the painful screams of his comrades. Finally, she becomes aware of the devastation of war. Mila quickly adjusts the state. 1 shot hits the observation lens. In the next shot, the precise bullet pierces the broken glass, killing the driver. The comrades combine to destroy German tanks. While shooting a gunman, Mila hesitates a bit. As a result, the nearby comrades are immediately shot dead by the enemy. She does not dare to hesitate anymore. On the battlefield, mercifully to the enemy, is ruthless to yourself. After the battle, a major general presents Mila with a rifle himself, to reward her for destroying the tank. The lieutenant is also a sniper. He teaches Mila how to maintain her guns. Each day the soldiers kill many enemies, they then will report to the lieutenant. After completing the report, Mila does not go immediately, but stay drinking and chatting with him. The captain tells her about her thrilling experience. During the Winter War, he once kills 3 enemies with just 1 shot. But at that time the superior only writes him, 1 person. Because no one believes him, a bullet kills 3 people. Perhaps only snipers understand that feeling. The next day, Mila runs to the field alone to investigate. She also wants to shoot the 3 bombs. But the hand is trembling a little, so it only kills 1 man. Fortunately, the lieutenant is in time to save her life. Midnight, a pilot adores Mila for a long time, comes to forcefully kiss her. When the lieutenant comes to help her out, the pilot is kicked in his private part by Mila. Mila loves the lieutenant, he also loves her. But now the country is in danger, the enemy is ahead. The lieutenant did not dare to fall in love during the war. A few days later, a bomb explodes next to Mila. Her whole body is buried in the ground. The lieutenant hurriedly saves her, and takes her to the hospital. Her surgeon is again Boris. For helping Mila alleviate her pain. The lieutenant hugs her tightly. Operation Krim, Sevastopol. Mila has to leave by boat with the field hospital. But halfway there, they are attacked by German aircraft. The enemy is well prepared. Each of the fighters frantically is shot down below. In a short time, high artillery also begins to counterattack. Very quickly the Soviet Air Force comes to the rescue. In the end, the German aircraft falls, and the other files. Mila isn't fully recovered yet, receiving bad news. The lieutenant whom she loves is dead. To be able to return to the battlefield, Mila makes Boris sign her medical certificate. Boris loves Mila deeply, though he doesn't want her to go back to that deadly place. But still, compromise before Mila's bigotry. Mila kisses him as a thank you. The new superior is a lieutenant named Leonid. Mila's mission is to stay behind to support the retreating soldiers. Hatred arose, Mila shoots at the foot of the soldiers, setting up the enemy line. Prepare to torment him little by little. But Leonid shoots through the head of the soldier, and tells Mila she shouldn't just think about revenge. If she doesn't know why she has to survive on this battlefield. He also doesn't want to lose his deputy. Mila suddenly awakes. In the next mission, two people discover a German sniper. Under Leonid's consolation, Mila successfully shoots and kills the opponent. Since then, they increasingly cooperate. While hiding under the snow, they discover the enemy snipers. Mila accurately pulls the trigger to handle the opponent, then goes back to the cave for heating and rest. At Christmas time, the German army has a party. They crawl on the mountainside, continuously opens fire, cutting the lives of the fascists. One day, the Soviet Union holds a festival to celebrate congratulations on their troops stopping the enemy outside of Sevastopol for the second times. At the party, a man gets horny for the beautiful Mila. Leonid rushes to punch him. Then he kisses Mila right after. At the end of the festival, Leonid confesses to Mila. Mila does not refuse him. Right here on the battlefield, they find their love. They also don't do love affairs to affect the combat mission. On the contrary, it also helps two people understand each other and get along better. Enjoying teasing each other, and also killing the enemy. Winter passes, next spring comes, Mila has killed hundreds of people, and German snipers. She becomes an enemy's nightmare, on the battlefield. Is one of the targets, of the Germans to be killed. Wedding day of her best friend and the pilot. Turns into the pilot's funeral. Her best friend's spirit collapses. The pain is so great that, her behavior is like a madman. Mila has a premonition, war will separate them. As expected in the next mission. Leonid carelessly steps on the signal bullet, that the bombing soldiers, on the enemy are arranged. Very quickly dense bombs, and flames cover the area, where they are standing. The two men, who risk their lives to run away, cannot escape the bombs. Leonid protects Mila under his body. Use his own life to protect her. The fire stops, Mila is seriously injured. Also carries Leonid a long distance, trying to ask for help, but her love is dead. Waking up again, her caretaker is still Boris. The Germans conduct psychological attacks. The propaganda of sniper, deadly explosion news. The head of the Soviet Union goes everywhere. Because to cheer everyone up, the Soviet Union lets Mila take pictures when she is still very weak. Forcing Mila, who is in great pain, to laugh. If not, there will be a lack of heroic spirit. Because in their hearts, she is no longer a soldier. Which becomes a hero symbol. After learning that Mila is not dead, the Germans send Singh, the strongest man in the sniper squad, to kill her. Mila is asked to go to the battlefield again. Whatever Boris' health reports showed, she is no longer suitable for combat. But in the pivotal moment of war, nobody cares about that. Mila lays on her stomach on the mountainside, for a long time. Intelligence says Singh is in the area. She knows that, the other party is also looking for her. Whoever is found out before will die. Through dusk till dawn, Mila does not take a single step from the battlefield. The next day the wound recurred, she knows she can't continue to persevere. She stands up first but does not reveal the gun. During short confirmation, she detects the enemy. The two parties almost open fire at the same time. Mila is hit by the ribs, and the opponent is hit in the head. She comes next to Singh's body. Flip to see his ID. Finding some wedding photos inside, Mila cries. From that moment, from an icy assassin, she also becomes emotional. The situation on the battlefield is detrimental to the Soviet Union. The military plans to use submarines, evacuates important party members, and experts. Boris is one of them. He asks the Major General to let Mila accompany him, but there is no place on the ship. So Boris gives his only passport to Mila. He watches Mila leave the battlefield. He stays here forever. At this point, she is about to lose the one who loves her most. The ship, carrying important characters, slowly sinks. At the same time, the aircraft of the German army arrives. Nearly 80,000 soldiers and residents are not evacuated, suffering from enemy bombs and bombs in despair. The defense battle of Sevastopol lasts for 250 days. Finally still occupied by the enemy. 80,000 people who do not die are also arrested. Mila no longer receives any news from them. But you know, they're all heroes. At the end of the movie, Mila stands on the podium. She folds the prepared speech paper. Say words from the bottom of her heart. The cheers receive everyone's applause. Mila does not return to the battlefield after this. The war is over, she completes her studies. And honors to receive the highest title. Hero of the Soviet Union. Battle for Sevastopol, in 2015. Adapts from the true story of the heroine of the Soviet Union. The character's name is quite long. The complete is Lyudmila Mikhailovna Pavlichenko. Born in a village in Ukraine. On the battlefield, she shot and killed 309 Germans, which includes 36 snipers. In 1943 was awarded the title, Hero of the Soviet Union, and a Gold Star Medal. After World War II, she took office in the Soviet Navy, and was promoted to Marine Major. The film is invested, and produced by Russia and Ukraine, through the point of view of female snipers. Clear, authentic, and intense expression. The cruelty of war coupled with the mental damage of man. War shows us the good and evil signs of human hearts. Scoffing at war machines makes people have to put their hands on their forehead to meditate. Peace is not easy. Let's remember history and oppose the war, protect the peace. Okay, today's video is over. See you guys again soon. Bye.